What's going on, guys? It's Walker with Wired to Fish. I got a couple hours. I'm gonna go out to one of my favorite ponds, a secret pond, and see if I can catch some fish. We've had some really jacked up weather recently. We're dealing with the outer effects, I guess, of Hurricane Matthew. And so we've got some wind today. We've got drastically cooler temperatures. This is the first time I've been able to wear jeans and boots all year. So the fishing's going to be tough, but I think that we should be able to catch a couple using two specific techniques, and we'll talk about that more when we get to the pond. I'm going to start targeting break lines. And by break lines, I mean where that first little plateau drops off the bank. So if I were to walk out from this way, if I were to walk out into this water, it'd be about to the top of my boot. But I'm gonna take 3 steps and I'm gonna drop down, and that water will come probably to about the top of my knee. That transition is the break line. And bass are gonna use that to travel to and from shallow and deep water, and they use it as a strategic ambush point to eat, crawfish, crappie, bluegill, really anything. And that can be an especially popular pattern, or an effective pattern rather, when you have cloudy conditions like today. In cloudy conditions, the bass aren't going to be as tight to those sticks, tight to those limbs. You still might catch some, but they're going to be roaming a little bit more. You have to be patient. You can't get in a bad mood. You can't get all negative and pouty and all nasty when you're not catching fish, because right now we got barometric pressure flipped upside down on its head. We got after effects from a hurricane. The fish, they don't want no part of this, but it's still possible to catch them. And I found that one of the best ways is to fish slow. And I'm probably fishing too fast as I'm talking. But, make that cast out there, let it sit, and just barely drag it. It's not the most fun way to fish, but those fish are in a negative mood right now, and you have to fish slow to match it. Oop, there's a little bite. See, they're barely biting it. There's one. Done? He's done. You don't even want to jump for us. See, so that kind of proved the point. I slowed down a lot. I was dragging it probably, a couple feet every 5 seconds. And he's not a giant, but that gives us a clue. That was off of a break line. If you pan the camera over there, there's a break line. It goes from about 2 feet to 5 feet right there. And that's where this bass was sitting. So we'll try to reproduce that. So here we go. Here you go. Catch his mama. Something just swirled under that bush. Could have been a small one, but something definitely did. There it is, biting. See, look, ticked it. He's ticking it. I'm gonna set the hook. About got me in that tree. Let's test this rod out. Look at that. We're getting better now, boys. See, look. Choked it. So, again, I saw something. You always got to keep your eyes open to what you're seeing. Don't just assume it's a small fish. I said it might be a small fish, but I pitched towards it anyway. That's a solid fish. That's a heavy fish, big belly. So always keep your head on a swivel. And that's pretty, man. I don't even know what to say. That's just cool. It's better than working. Look at that. That's 2 fish that I've caught on a break line. So that tells me the cloud cover's got them scattered from this obvious stuff, this obvious cover right against the bank. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go down the bank throughout this side of the pond and make these same type 45-degree angle casts. You know, it's just putting a puzzle together. That's two corner pieces we got right there. Now we gotta find the meat of it. Whoa, flying fish. How dark that fish is. Tell me he ain't been living shallow. Small one. He was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I know it looks good where I cast it, but I was kind of 3 or 4 feet from a piece of cover. So small one, but we ain't gonna complain about him. He's still fun. Maybe he'll grow up to be big. Got a bite right there, Have to pull it out of the water. He dang near ate it off the surface. You see any snakes?
No, I don't see any snakes.
Good deal.